Hey, coming over for a beer? Another beautiful day. We are currently recalibrating and rewriting my HP tuners, the wife's car. She's had a bunch of evap leaks and I try to delete them permanently with HP tuners, and newer cars, like I think it's after 2010, the evap codes say a permanent in the PCM, even if you turn them to report no error. So I think we replaced everything that needed to be replaced, and I'm going to rewrite it back to stock to see if that fixes the problem. Currently it is rewriting entire, so we'll see. All right, so we're coming to the final stages. That icing is sanded. I ended up putting some more fiberglass, actual fiberglass in there to make more where it was rotted out. That's fiberglass there. I'm gonna put a little Bondo on there, a little icing to finish it up. Got some icing there. I need to finish sanding. That part's nice and straight. Little filler there. I ended up grinding all this down here. Got this guy ripping by on a quad. All this bottom part here, this is like a piece of tin or like aluminum pop riveted in. I'm assuming this is all rotted, which I believe it is. So somebody actually had pop riveted in some metal and did some body work over it because it's all rusted down there, which is fine, but it's rat rod, right? Maybe one day I'll put a whole panel in there, I'm not sure. But clean that up, get it kind of straight again, and put fiberglass on it instead of Bondo so it doesn't crack as easily. And then do a little filler here, be good to go. That quarter is pretty much ready to go. I just have a little bit of a low spot there, and I decided to leave the welds and that. I'm gonna order a quarter piece for this to match it on the other side where it's pop riveted, and do a bare metal and just make it look like a rod. And there's little rinky-dink stuff here and there, but I really don't care about that because it's not a show car. A little icing here, got that smoothed out. Mr. Ralph's out here with me, and we'll be spraying it soon. Ordered Poppy's Patina, the flat clear kit for a car. So it's supposed to get here today. Today's Friday. I took the day off from work. So I'm hoping to get the roof all completely done, which it is pretty much all sanded. I originally was going to leave these, but the wife convinced me to sand these down to match here, so it's pretty much a two-tone. All right, quick little update. The wife's out here. She's helping me sand, getting the door back to looking nice to match the rest of the roof. That way it's a two-part paint job or two-tone paint job. I said two-part. Icing's pretty much done there. Did a little touch-up, little icing there. Got this all smoothed out, a little icing there. I have that all sanded down smooth with like 320, so it's actually primerable. And she's almost ready. Almost there. I've been saying that for a few days, but we're almost there. It's Easter Sunday. Starting to really cool down out. Sun's going down. It's probably about 40 degrees out. But we're New Englanders around here, so get some tape on the windows, primer on the Bondo, and icing and everything like that. Get that sealed up. Do a light sand on the whole car afterwards. Wipe it down, clean it. Paint time. The window's taped off. I left a little C hole. Had the neighbor Big Head show me how to get in. So what are we doing, Grace? Where are we heading?
New York.
New York. Hopefully go source some parts that were missing from our 51 when we had bought it from New York. Believe it or not, the night that I had drove up to Wallkill, New York, and purchased the 51. There's another gentleman that was there purchasing the parts car that went to mine, and searching for some parts. There's not many of them around me in Massachusetts, and searching on Facebook Marketplace, I found a guy that was selling a parts car, or parts off it, message, call with needs. So we get to talking, and he's like, yeah, the night I bought this, there was another guy that was there, he bought the running car. So he sends me a picture of the running car, and it was actually me looking at the car. So we get to talking, and it's a small world. So a couple of my parts were in his, and we swapped them, so I got the wrong ones, but he has mine. So we're gonna swap the fender skirts that cover the back wheels, and then there's a couple other miscellaneous parts I'm looking to hopefully grab off him. So we're heading to New York. We're back from New York. Picked up a few parts for the old 51 here from a guy named Russ. He's on Instagram as Rustorations. Super, super cool, down-to-earth guy. Glad I met him. Give me a little insight on some rat rod shows that are in New York, an hour and a half, hour and 40 away from me in Massachusetts. So interested in those, but check out what he gave me. I'm missing the door trim parts to the front doors because I don't have any interior panels, and my door, the actual crank, had a pair of vice grips on it. And he had purchased the parts car that I had got. Well, he got a parts car, like I said earlier, from a guy that I had purchased this from. And he hooked me up with a handle. So now it actually works. The spring's a little iffy, but we'll get that working again. And then the door panels that go here. Also, he hooked me up with a new chrome ring for here. Well, an old one, but that has all the clips and stuff in it because I broke mine taking it off. Super nice guy. Hit him up. Instagram, Rustorations. And tonight, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some primer on this Bondo and this filler, get that part kind of primed, put some primer on, not wearing a mask, slightly ventilated. I'll be okay. I definitely didn't put enough icing on here because I can see my sand marks. So I'm definitely going to get some filler primer, let this dry. And then this is just like a regular easy sand primer rattle can. I hit it with filler the first time. I'm definitely going to get some filler in here and put a few coats on the top where you can kind of see my sand marks, definitely. Otherwise, I kind of did the old look down the side, and the bodywork doesn't really look that bad. Pretty happy with it. Not bad for a hack. This came out pretty good. This portion here as well came out good. Looks nice and flat. The primer's definitely getting sucked in by the Bondo. I tried to put some brown primer on top here in case I decide to sand through to patina the flat black when I put it on. But same thing, that all came out nice. The portion's nice. This corner came out really well. This is the one I used icing on, which I believe once it's sanded down, you can put icing over primer. So maybe if I can't get that to level out, I'll do that. But pretty happy with it so far. We're getting there. I was going to do the clear on the roof tonight, but I don't think I'm going to, just because it's getting cold out and I'd have to turn the heat on and do all that jazz. Final stage of the night. This guy's wiping the car down. We're getting ready to put some paint down. Makeshift paint booth. Had the car taped off. We wiped it down with wax and grease remover and some alcohol. We got the top taped off and some fans. I told the neighbors, you're probably not going to like it tonight, but your house is probably going to smell like paint. So my buddy Ryan mixed up the paint for me. We're getting ready to spray this good old son of a... Let's do it. Right there, it's like 8 after 12. I'm tired. Ryan already went home for the day, but I'll give you a quick look at the car. We did 3 coats of single stage. I had Ryan spray it because that's what he does for a living. You can see there's a dent there still. Some of the body work does show through. I didn't put sealer on the icing and the Bondo, whatever. It's a rat rod. Some of the stuff I can see, I can notice it. There's a little Bondo or sand spot there. Don't really care. Probably do some sort of pinstripe or something to pull your eye away from it. Quarters aren't actually half bad. I think I did better body work than I thought I did. The roof, yesterday when we were cleaning the car for the first time before we did the wax and grime remover and alcohol in it today, we put the alcohol on the roof and wiped it, and it was like wet and glossy looking, and I'm like, we gotta paint it gloss. So the roof's gonna get a gloss clear coat on it, and it's gonna look awesome with the paint. So I'll report back in the morning. We'll get the tape peeled off. We'll take a peek at how she looks with the black body, and the roof kind of flat right now, sanded down. It's the next day. It's been roughly 13 hours. The paint is dried. I'm going to get it outside, and I'm going to pull off the tape. I'm going to pull off the plastic on the roof because we're going to have to retape around the chrome, retape around the chrome and put some drops on it to get the roof cleared. And then we're going to take a look at it outside in the daylight. It's kind of gloomy out today. It's typical New England weather. You get one nice day, which was Friday, and then we get punished with like a week of crap. So actually, so my bad. The doors are taped closed. So I'll just put it on time lapse, pull the plastic off here, and then back the car out. So she is outside in the daylight. I think she looks awesome. What do you think, Ralph? You think so too? Not the perfect body work done, but you know what? Cleaned her up. She looks halfway decent. I like it. I can't wait to clear the top of that with gloss. It's gonna look awesome. I figured just give this like a few days to really cure hard. That way we can put some tape on that, drop some plastic, get the top cleared. Probably gonna retape the windows, to be honest with you. It's all kind of falling off and stuff, so I'm gonna end up ripping all that off too, just to see, and then retape it when we clear the top. Or maybe I'll do the poppies. Definitely have a couple of bugs in the paint, but whatever. We painted it in the garage. Happy with it. Time for some better white walls, fix the exhaust. It's cruising time. So if you made it this far, give me a thumbs up. Do the clear coat on the roof in a different video. That's gonna be it for now. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Let me know what you think. We'll see you soon.